division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go. Right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Locke. And he finds Penny. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd down and 3. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. To Michel on the dump ball. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. And it's Michel once again. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and very short, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Herbert on 3rd down now. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And all the way down to the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
They've got the over 30 yards of turf so far, for the sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coaching the sideline. Signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They hand off to their big tight end. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Chargers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert.
Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Penny, the first down carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Smith on first down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. That's caught by Penning. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A toss to the wide side. This is Michel. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Justin Hopkins for the Charger field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation and showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers, 40 extra.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Michel. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This is Michel on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Look at this, a tight end carry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates... Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.